What's up everybody, it's your boy Nate. So we were originally planning to do a Q&A answering you guys' burning questions like why the hell does my voice sound like this? How in the world does Chriselle stand me filming all the time? And when the will I slow down my talking? There, I tried it. But even more importantly, you guys have been asking questions about making money as creatives. I get it, I've been in your shoes before, just struggling, trying to figure out how to even get clients, how much to charge, and just wondering the whole time why everyone was warning against taking out student loans only to graduate and end up back home with my parents jobless. Hi Dad. Anyways, I'm super excited. I know you are too. All right, let's go. If this is your first time watching the channel, there's someone super important I want to introduce you all because she has been instrumental to my professional and creative development. I think a lot of her advice about making money as a creative is going to help you guys out as well. Babe, can you help me answer this question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I want to introduce you all to Chriselle. She's also the second half of BLACKMIXTURE. You guys may know me for teaching After Effects, but behind the scenes, Chriselle is answering a lot of you guys' questions, DMs, comments, talking to clients and handling the business side of BLACKMIXTURE because we also exist in Atlanta as a design company.
Making money.
Before we get into this, I want you guys to know for sure I am in no way a financial advisor or some super rich person.
Same. We're just creatives getting by, living comfortably.
And that's really what we try to advocate, is living comfortably, doing the things that you love. This isn't a video on how to become a Mr. Big Time Billionaire.
Mr. Rockefeller.
But hopefully you guys will end up landing in a place where you find yourself doing work that you love and getting paid a very comfortable amount for the work that you love.
First question.
Okay.
Don't waste my time.
Okay.
You gotta be paying me for this.
Okay, so first question, I think a super important question. How do you get your first clients? What's that process even like to get clients?
Well, for you to get clients, you have to put yourself out there. The thing that works for us really well is word of mouth. We've tried cold calls. We've tried harassing people. I'm just kidding. We're not. But yeah, put yourself out there. Word of mouth works really well. So once your friends, your family know about it, for sure they will be your first client. Or maybe someone that you know from Instagram or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there actually. Let me pull you in a little closer because I don't know if, are you in frame? Can everybody see it? Okay, so how do we get clients?
Well, usually it's the portfolio that they're asking for, but now I think a lot of people ask, oh, do you have an Instagram? So today you might want to put out your work on Instagram. I think it's really important for you to show your process and how you create things.
Oh shoot, I guess that's kind of what we do here on the channel a lot, and that really helped us just get more people to hit us up. So it went from just teaching you guys how to make cool stuff to even then people asking us to do cool stuff for them. So if you guys have any body of work that's just sitting on that computer drive and you haven't uploaded it, figure out some cool way to package it up, put it online. You got things like Instagram, you got TikTok, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, YouTube, holy shit. Honestly, social media is just one of the greatest tools for creatives. Okay, so second question, I bit my tongue. So second question is, how do you determine rates? Let's say you found someone online, they reached out to you, they're like, hey, I want a logo, I want a video. How do you go about charging them, and how much should you even charge?
I think in the beginning it's a little harder to establish your price, I guess, and establish that, hey, this is what I'm gonna charge.
How much did you charge your first time?
Well, for a logo, I think the first time I charged $35. It was so bad.
Oh.
It was so bad. I was just, what the heck was I thinking?
I think I've been there.
Like $35. But then again, I was in high school. I didn't do my research. I didn't factor in all the stuff that I was using, all the time that I put into that stuff. And like the back and forth emailing of clients and talking to them, that's part of it. That's called discovery. That's the time that you put in to get to know your clients. And yeah, you gotta charge for that.
First music video I ever did was actually $100, if you can believe it or not. That is super low. Even though I charged $100 and that is super low, I want you guys to challenge that and don't take on any $100 music videos. I want you guys to raise those rates up. Don't follow my mistakes.
Because you get better every time you do a project, so your prices better be going up as you're getting better.
So that $100 music video would turn into $200 or maybe $500. You know, nowadays I don't even think we'll touch a music video unless it's more than $20,000. So yeah, and even then that's like at our bare minimum. So definitely, I understand if you guys don't have that experience behind your belt, just work your way up there, and trust me, eventually you're gonna get there.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of no's, like, I can't afford that, you're too much. No, you're not too much. That's your price and you gotta stick with it. And when you stick with it, you finally find your dream client. It will be a project that you enjoy working on. There's this meme that I like a lot, and it's about how many clients you've probably turned away because of how expensive you charge. I love that meme because it's true. We've said no to a lot of our dream clients, actually.
Oh my goodness.
It was shocking because they just didn't have the budget to pay us. Sometimes you just have to take those no's to get that perfect yes.
Now, I know that we talked about making sure that those rates are high enough, but I wanted to also describe to you guys two different types of pricing. One is hourly rate billing. It's probably the most common one. You're gonna see people ask, what are your rates? And what they mean is normally, how much do you charge per hour to do this project? The second one, which is my favorite, is just flat rate billing. There's no hours involved. You just say, hey, this video costs $5,000. That's the price to make it. There's no complicated login hours, figuring out how much time you spent editing, how much time you spent rendering, how much time you spent this and that. So I'll save you guys about 5 years of my freelancing nightmares doing hourly pricing. I'm just gonna tell you guys, you don't have to do it. There's other ways. You can toss that way out the window. Now, if a client does ask it very specifically, hey, why are you guys doing flat rate billing? I've always done hourly rates.
No one has complained.
You know, I feel like at first I was always super nervous that someone was gonna complain and be like, yo, what are you guys doing? A video is not $5,000. You're supposed to tell me it's gonna take you 18 hours at $100 an hour, and then I get to do $1,800 or some shit. But no, instead just charge it flat rate. You can even give ranges of things, so you can say, hey, this project may cost in the range of $2,000 to $5,000 to $10,000. That way they're not getting hit with a number that they've never heard before, and instead it fits within their expectations. So let's say you now have a client. It may not be a super big company, might even just be your family friend for that first client, but you're gonna wonder, how much do I charge them? How do I determine rates? That was actually something I struggled with. So what do you recommend for determining rates?
So it depends on what kind of life you want to live. I had a professor in college who told us to write all of our expenses, and I know a lot of creatives, we don't want to talk about finances, we don't want to pretty much do math. I don't want to do math, but that's something that you need to do. You need to figure out how you're gonna live, what kind of life you want to live, what do you want in your life, what stuff do you want to be able to do. A lot of creatives are okay with working 9 to 5. Maybe you're okay with working at an agency. Start as a freelancer and then build your portfolio from there, and then establish yourself as an LLC like what we did. You need to put a price on your time, put a price on the time that it took for you to learn your skill, the equipment that you use.
Oh yeah, all those subscriptions to Adobe, that $29 a month or $19 for the student. God. Those things gotta get factored into when you're putting out those rates and saying, hey, this is gonna cost X, Y, and Z. Make sure you're actually taking into not just account the labor, but the computer that you're using, the internet that you're using, the lights that you have in your house, because all those things as a creative are things that are a part of your business. And if you don't factor those things into how you determine your rate, you're gonna eventually lose out. So I also understand that when you guys are first starting out with your very first client and you're like, shoot, okay, I got all these expenses, but I can't put that burden onto my client. I'm telling you, yes, you can, because that burden is a part of the project. You guys don't want to be working on a project, getting underpaid. Next thing you know, you're over hours dreading the project, putting out terrible work, and then your client comes back asking even more changes because he's like, holy shit, what'd you just give me? So make sure you make those prices really nice and comfortable so that your living style is also going to produce the best work, have the best creative output, not just for yourself, but for your clients as well. Okay, so when you got changes from a client, do you have any recommendations? How do you even engage in that dialogue? Oh my goodness. What do you do about that? Because that can just be—
You have to charge for that. Just charge. Okay. Charge for it. That's extra time for yourself, so you gotta charge for that.
Another super important thing to consider when you guys are doing your rates is to consider project changes. These are things that almost all the time are inevitable. You know, maybe a client's gonna send you a person's name that you need in a video, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, that person got married and they have a new name, and you know, you gotta change it, just like we will have to deal with eventually, huh?
I think that is something that we still need to discuss.
Yeah, that is actually, huh? Okay, and so the ultimate question from you guys, how to make money as a creative, the answer actually might surprise you.
There's multiple ways that you can make money as a creative, especially now in 2020. We got social media. Social media just changed the game when it comes to building a brand. You can build a brand on social media in a day, and it's just right in your hands. You put yourself out there, you put your work out there, you tell people, hey, I'm available. Put it on your story, put it on your post, just put it out there.
I would say, shoot, Instagram has been surprisingly easy for these like quick turnaround transactions.
For example, I did an illustration of both of us messing around with the iPad, and all of a sudden someone asked, hey, I want one. I want one for myself. From there, that became its whole business.
Age of the internet has opened up so many doors to where you guys can do things like Etsy. You can put up work online and sell it to the whole world pretty much. You can even make money from ad rev like we do on YouTube. It's very, very low compared to ad revenues from other places. But YouTube is a platform that we like because for the most part, everyone gets to watch content for free and we get to make enough to just keep sustaining the content. But if you guys want to help out even more, make sure that you smash that like button. It does a tremendous amount to help the channel.
Make sure you guys subscribe. We are almost at 154,000. I think 200 away from 154,000 subscribers.
Oh shoot.
Also, follow us on Instagram. We do Feature Fridays every Friday where we feature your work. So make sure you DM us your work or any inspo that you guys want us to feature or even break down for a tutorial.
Do it. And we will see you guys in 2021. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Huge thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and hooking up our audience with this special offer.
If you guys don't know what Skillshare is, they're an online learning community with a whole bunch of resources for creatives.
I personally like Skillshare because I learn a lot from creatives like Amanda Reach-Lee, and I can learn things like calligraphy.
And I personally like it because they have a whole bunch of cool tutorials on motion design as well. I like ones from Jake Bartlett. Super dope dude. We will warn though, Skillshare is not entirely free like watching videos here on YouTube, but it is relatively affordable. At $10 a month, you're gonna get a completely ad-free experience with a whole bunch of cool niche features that are catered towards a learning community. If you guys are on the fence about Skillshare, no need to worry because they've hooked us up with 1,000 free trials of their premium membership. So make sure you guys hit that link down in the description box so you don't miss out on that offer. And hey, if you guys see something on there that you love, come back and leave us a comment saying what it was that you found so cool about Skillshare. And if you guys don't like it, also let us know so we stop plugging them and kick them off the channel. Anyways.